Hey guys, today we're going to read the story, The Big Dig. You can find it on page 56 in your Kate's book. The Big Dig. When we went back to the cliff, the Bone Man was there with some helpers. They had scraped the side of the cliff to expose a lot of the T-Rex. So will you dig out all of the bones here on site? Asked Nan. No, said the Bone Man. The next step will be to carve this cliff into large blocks of rock. Then we will wrap the blocks up in plaster. The plaster will keep the bones from cracking. Then we will use a large crane to set the blocks on trucks. Then the trucks will take them to my lab. Once the blocks are there, we will start digging the bones out of the blocks. What sort of tools do you use for that? Asked Nan. We use tools a lot like the ones dentists use on teeth, brushes and sharp picks. Kate and I used forks, said Max. How long will it take to carve all of the bones out of the rocks? Jack asked. Well, said the Bone Man, we've got a lot to do. It will take some time because we have to be careful not to wreck the bones. Will you finish by the end of the summer, I asked. No, said the Bone Man. You and Max will have to visit next summer and perhaps the summer after that. Then we can catch up on our digging process. So, said the Bone Man, have you picked out a name for this T-Rex? Yes, I've picked one, I said. All of the diggers stopped digging and looked at me. I said, this T-Rex will be named Max, or if you like, T-Max. All of the men cheered. Max smiled. Now, remember, you need to read this 3 times. The first time, I'll read it out loud, you read it silently. The second time, I want you to read out loud with me. And the third time, I want you to read it out loud by yourself. And then, we're going to answer 2 questions from the story. Now, these questions can be found on 21.2 of your Kitty Cat workbook, but you know you have to submit your answers on the computer screen. So when you get your answer ready, click Submit and a box will pop up. The first question you're going to have to answer is, how will the plaster keep the bones safe? Now remember to put your sentence starter in. You have to say, the plaster will keep the bones safe by, and then tell how the plaster keeps the bones safe. Then question number 4 from our notebook is our other sentence for this assignment. And that question says, what did Kate name the T-Rex? You can't just write, she named it, and tell what it is. You have to say, Kate named the T-Rex, and then tell what she named the T-Rex. All right, do your best. I know you'll do great.